Alex pauses at the entrance, a deep breath preceding the plunge into a sea of unknown faces and echoing voices. The school grounds teem with life, a symphony of youthful voices creating a vibrant, overwhelming soundscape. Backpacks collide in a hurried dance, a physical manifestation of the chaotic energy permeating the air. Footsteps pound against the pavement, each footfall a drumbeat in the overwhelming orchestra of the school day. Alex steps forward, each step echoing the inner turmoil that threatens to consume him. The visual chaos mirrors the storm within, as Alex navigates the bustling school grounds. Amidst the chaos of a bustling school hallway, Alex wrestles with a stubborn locker lock. Their struggle is amplified by the laughter of Jake and his friends, who approach with mocking amusement. The sound of their laughter pierces through the hallway as they stop near Alex. Jake's voice drips with sarcasm. "Having a little trouble there, Alex?" Alex's frustration mounts as Jake's taunt echoes through the hallway. The hallway buzzes, amplifying Alex's feeling of isolation and struggle. Sunlight floods the classroom, illuminating dust motes in the air. Alex stands frozen at their desk, nervously fidgeting with a pen. Ms. Evans turns her gaze towards Alex, her expression expectant. Jake's intense stare burns into the side of my head. The weight of the moment crushes down as my heart pounds relentlessly. The silence amplifies the frantic beat of my own heart. The school cafeteria buzzes with the chaotic energy of lunchtime, a stark contrast to Alex, who sits alone. Across the room, Jake and his cronies begin their cruel game, each crumpled napkin a missile of mockery. The first napkin hits its mark, followed by a chorus of laughter that echoes through the crowded room. The taunts escalate, each jeer sharpening the sting of Alex's isolation. In the serene school library, Alex seeks solace among the towering shelves, their figure framed by the sunlight filtering through the tall windows. Sunlight streams in, casting a gentle glow on Alex as they attempt to immerse themselves in study. Yet their unease remains palpable. Sarah notices Alex's distress, her expression softening with concern as she prepares to offer her support. Sarah approaches cautiously, her eyes filled with empathy, ready to extend a comforting hand. The quiet library holds its breath as Sarah closes the distance, her presence a gentle offer of companionship to the troubled Alex. A silent exchange of understanding passes between them, the library's stillness amplifying the unspoken empathy. The hallway echoes with a mechanical hum as Jake marches forward, a storm brewing in his eyes, a collision of destinies. Jake barrels into Alex, sending a flurry of books spiraling to the unforgiving floor. Amidst the chaos, Alex desperately crouches, hands scrambling to gather the scattered fragments of knowledge. In a calculated act of malice, Jake's foot descends, crushing a book beneath his heel. The sickening rip of paper fills the air, a sound that mirrors the tearing of something far more profound. Alex freezes, a silent scream trapped in his throat as the book lies destroyed. Ms. Evans stands, her voice resonating as she reveals the looming group project, setting off a palpable wave of anticipation and dread. Alex's face falls, her gaze drifting across the room, a silent acknowledgement of a fate she cannot avoid. Jake pointedly avoids eye contact, shuffling papers, a clear attempt to ignore the inevitable. A heavy silence descends as Alex and Jake are paired, their reluctance hanging thick in the air. They reluctantly acknowledge their shared fate, the weight of unspoken words pressing down on them. They begin to work together, the initial silence amplifying the tension, each avoiding the other's gaze. The classroom vibrates with nervous energy as students prepare for their presentations. Unbeknownst to Alex, Jake subtly manipulates the data on Alex's presentation slides. Alex, distracted, listens intently to a classmate's inquiry, unaware of the looming treachery. A sinister smirk curls upon Jake's lips, a silent testament to his deceit. The altered data now mocks Alex's hard work, poised to undermine his presentation. The classroom buzzes, a symphony of anticipation and impending drama. The school playground bursts with the carefree energy of children at play. Amidst the lively chaos, Alex rhythmically dribbles a basketball, his focus intense as he practices layups. Jake, flanked by Mark and Tom, swagger onto the court, their imposing presence cutting off Alex's path. A deliberate act of intimidation. Jake forcefully bumps Alex with his shoulder. The air crackles with unspoken tension as Alex absorbs the blow, his eyes narrowing in response to Jake's aggression. In the bustling school hallway, Sarah observes from afar as Jake and his friends corner Alex. A semicircle of looming figures cuts off Alex's escape. Sarah shifts uneasily, her brow furrowed with growing concern. Her eyes dart around, a silent battle raging within as she contemplates her next move. The school bathroom hums under unforgiving fluorescent lights, its cracked tiles hinting at neglect. Disinfectant and stale water mix in the air, creating a sterile, unwelcoming atmosphere. Alex pauses, their reflection blurred by condensation on the bathroom mirror. Graffiti scars the wall behind Alex, the spray-painted words sharp and cruel. Alex remains motionless, the weight of the graffiti's message heavy in the stagnant air. The silence amplifies the fluorescent light's hum, pressing in on Alex. Alex sits motionless at their desk, lost in thought as classmates buzz around them. Ms. Evans observes Alex from across the emptying classroom, her face etched with worry. As the final echoes of the bell fade, Ms. Evans approaches Alex, her footsteps soft and measured. Ms. Evans gently asks, "Alex, do you have a moment?" In the quiet intensity of the guidance counselor's office, Alex fidgets, his unease palpable under the watchful gaze of Mr. Thompson. Dust motes danced. Alex whispered, "They won't stop, weeks now." Thompson leans, understanding. "I'll help, Alex. Bullying is wrong." Mr. Thompson reassures Alex. "I assure you, Alex, I will take action." Mr. Thompson continues, his voice firm. "We have a zero-tolerance policy for bullying here. I will speak with the individuals involved and ensure this stops immediately." In the principal's office, Mr. Thompson sits, the sunlight weaving through dust motes, casting long shadows that amplify his solemn demeanor. He leans forward, his face etched with worry, as he breaks the heavy silence. "I felt it was important to bring this to your attention, Ms. Johnson." Ms. Johnson listens intently, her expression mirroring his concern as she absorbs the gravity of the news. Firmly, she vowed, "No bullying here. Action promised. Seriously." In the classroom, Ms. Johnson's serious expression silences the kids' chatter. Every eye turns to Ms. Johnson, awaiting her words. Ms. Johnson breaks the silence. "All right, everyone, listen up." Ms. Johnson announces, "There will be a school-wide assembly this afternoon on bullying prevention." At the back of the room, Jake's defiance is clear as he rolls his eyes. Jake's face shows a clear display of defiance. The auditorium buzzes with anticipation as rows of students eagerly await the speaker. On stage, the guest speaker shares his story, his voice resonating with raw emotion. He speaks of bullying, empathy, and the courage to stand up for others, his words painting vivid pictures of struggle and triumph. In the audience, Sarah listens intently, her face etched with a mixture of sadness and newfound resolve. Amidst the lively chaos of the school hallway, Sarah stands firm, an unyielding barrier in Jake's path. Jake halts abruptly, surprise etched across his face as he confronts Sarah's sudden defiance. Sarah's voice cuts through the noise, her disappointment palpable. "I'm really disappointed in you, Jake. This has to stop." Jake's taken aback, stammers, "What are you talking about?" Under the stark classroom lights, Jake shuffles nervously, his unease palpable. Alex watches Jake, surprise and skepticism warring in his guarded expression. Jake stammers, his voice laced with regret. I wanted to apologize. I was wrong." He continues, admitting, "What I did during the project, it wasn't cool." Alex, caught off guard, replies with a mix of disbelief and curiosity. "Really? After everything? I didn't expect that." A reluctant truce forms as Alex concedes. "Okay, I accept your apology, but let's just try to work together from now on, all right?" Under the oppressive weight of unspoken tension, Jake squirms, his anxiety a palpable presence in the room. Jake's dad confronts him, his words cutting through the silence. "Difficult is an understatement, son. It's not nice to be mean to your friends." Jake's voice trembles as he confesses, I know. It's just, there's a lot of pressure." Jake's mom responds with gentle concern. "What do you mean, measure up? We just want you to be happy, Jake. But remember, being nice to friends is important too." In a moment of raw vulnerability, Jake admits, "Sometimes I feel like I'm drowning." Jake's dad reassures him, "We love you no matter what." In the softly lit living room, Alex sits, his face a canvas of vulnerability and strength. With a trembling voice, Alex confesses, "It was harder than I ever imagined. I felt lost, like I was drowning." Mother responds with heartfelt sympathy. "Oh, sweetheart, we're so sorry you had to go through that." Father offers unwavering support, "But you made it through, and we're incredibly proud of you for that." Alex, filled with gratitude, whispers, "I don't know what I would have done without you both." Amidst the lively school cafeteria, Alex and Jake find solace in each other's company. Their laughter fills the air, a beacon of friendship in the bustling room. The cafeteria buzzes with the energetic chatter of students, creating an atmosphere of warmth and belonging. Each table becomes a haven, where laughter mingles with the clatter of trays and the murmur of shared secrets. The supportive atmosphere envelops the students, fostering a sense of unity and camaraderie. In this vibrant space, friendships blossom and memories are made, as the cafeteria becomes a sanctuary for connection and growth. In the sterile environment of the guidance counselor's office, Mr. Thompson remains composed, while Alex and Jake exude palpable tension. Mr. Thompson attempts to bridge the divide. "All right, let's try to understand each other's perspectives here. Alex, can you tell Jake how you felt?" Alex begins haltingly, the weight of unspoken feelings heavy in the air. "Well, I felt like," Jake interrupts, his frustration boiling over. "But you," Ms. Evans surveys her classroom, her gaze warm and encouraging. Alex and Jake form a united front, their teamwork symbolizing hope. Their collaboration fills the room with a harmonious atmosphere. Ms. Evans observes, a quiet smile gracing her lips as she witnesses the camaraderie. The classroom buzzes with positivity, a testament to unity and acceptance. Optimism radiates, a promise of a future free from bullying.